Well, staying in South Africa, Nigeria's Consul-General in that country, Godwin Adama, has visited some communities in South Africa's Mpumalanga province where tension flared up between some Nigerians resident there and members of the host communities. Now, this latest scenes of tension add to recent ones where Nigerians were allegedly given notice to leave. Mr. Adama spoke to Channels Television on his fact-finding visit and the issues raised at the meetings with the police and the Nigerian community. The fracas this time was recorded in two communities in Mpumalanga province, Witbank and Hendrina. They also want Nigerians gone.
The truth of it is, these quick notices were an attempt to ensure that they keep away those people that are involved in negative, nefarious activities in those communities. It's not necessarily that every Nigerian should leave. 3 persons were seriously injured during the attacks on the natives. What we found from that was that the whole incident started as a result of a Nigerian that had an issue with a South African lady. And this particular development snowballed into conflict because they felt that the lady was sexually assaulted or whatever. That was what the police told us, and we also confirmed this with some Nigerians. The situation we met in Hendrina was it was a situation that was of great concern. The local community were angry with Nigerians and sacked a lot of them from the houses. In fact, 3 houses were burnt belonging to a South African lady. Nobody was wounded in that very incident, but the community insisted that they did not want them because of a few Nigerians that were engaged in drug activities.
You held a town hall meeting with Nigerians. What did you take away from there, and what are the words you left them with when you were leaving?
Yes, one of the things that we told them was that once you are living in a society, once somebody is hosting you in a community, you need, one, to behave yourself, and we assure them that unless they expose some of these people who are engaged in these illegal activities, their lives will continue to be threatened. And we also assured the South African police authorities that we will do everything possible to partner with them to ensure that these issues do not reoccur.
An early warning unit agreed upon by the government of both countries during a recent flare-up of attacks early this year is still to be seen or felt. But the Nigerian missions are doing their bit, especially calling on Nigerians to remain law-abiding and give back to the communities where they live. From Johannesburg, South Africa, Betty Dibia, Channels Television News. The European Union has offered Italy more funding to help control migration across the Mediterranean from Libya. The plan, agreed at the European Commissioners' weekly meeting, will be put to national interior ministers tomorrow in Tallinn, where Italian officials want the other 27 EU governments to do more to help them deal with thousands of people arriving weekly. More than 85,000 migrants have come this year alone. The Commission plan calls for beefing up of Libya's coastal rescue services, something Europeans hope may curb the number of people picked up close to the shore by international charities.
The call of the Italian government on European solidarity is completely justified. Italy has shown a level of solidarity with refugees that is almost unprecedented in European history over the last couple of years. It has done a lot of efforts to improve the situation. If I compare it to a year ago or 2 years ago, it's a world of difference, much better. But the levels with which Italy is faced now mean that everybody needs to do their part in this across Europe. Ministers will discuss this issue later this week, on Thursday in Tallinn, at the informal council. But after the discussion in College today, I want to say that we will increase our efforts, and we will make sure in our action plan to support Italy that we reduce the pressure on Italy and that we increase solidarity shown by the Member States. Not saying we're coming up with a silver bullet, that there's one measure that's going to solve all this, but it would already make a world of difference if Member States would just do what they agreed before. We need a comprehensive approach, and it's not going to be easy, but we need to make sure that people who do not have the right to asylum return to their places of origin.
The 4th Battalion of the Nigerian Army has handed over the responsibility of restoring law and order to southern Kaduna to a special task force tagged Operation Safe Haven. Operation Safe Haven is taking over the southern Kaduna mandate, having helped to restore peace in a plateau state and parts of Bauchi state. Men of the task force will be stationed in 4 local government areas of Kaduna.
Security issues in southern Kaduna has a semblance of those in neighboring Plateau State and some parts of Bauchi State. This prompted the establishment of the Special Task Force, Operation Safe Haven, charged with the responsibility of maintaining law and order in these areas of operation as it relates to herdsmen and farmers' clashes, cattle rustling and armed banditry. The 4th Battalion of the Nigerian Army had been in charge of restoring law and order in the affected areas in Kaduna, but having been drafted to another assignment, it is handing over all 4 local government areas to the task force of Operation Safe Haven.
We assure you that we are going to work as a team. We will remain very, very highly appointed. Myself and my team, we are not politicians. And we are not religious speakers, so we are not going to get involved in anything else to do with religion or politics. We are here to sustain peace. We are here to build peace, and all we ask is for your cooperation. This country belongs to all of us. This nation belongs to all of us. We don't have any other place to go to. We must learn to live together. We must learn to tolerate each other. But we must learn to respect each other.
Major General Nicholas also promises to reach out to stakeholders and expects the necessary cooperation of all residents.
We are going to respect your traditions, but we want to ask for cooperation. That's your cooperation, your information that will help us build intelligence if there are any things that are going to happen. If you see anything or hear anything, please let us know. All right? If there's anything we are not doing too well that you notice, let us know. So we can also check our mandate and see what we are doing. But we assure you one thing, that will remain highly unbiased when we are going to do.
With this official takeover of 4 local government areas in parts of southern Kaduna, the mandate of Operation Safe Haven has now been expanded and requiring more efforts from the multi-security outfit.
Still to come on Network Africa. A Nigerian artist uses string to create portraits. Please stay with us for more.